Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bro Connections podcast. I'm here with Ansel, Sebastian, Ali.
Yo.
We have a
Hello.
few topics to talk about. Some big
Yo.
news that's broke out in the past week, and a few big news. Some local, some national. So yeah, Sebastian, if you want to kick it off.
Yes, you mentioned how we're talking about some national news, and it is becoming a national news, but unfortunately, that specific story we're about to talk about hasn't really spread as much as it should, not getting as much attention as it should. So, essentially, Muhammad Anwar was a Pakistani-born American citizen who moved to the United States in 2014 with his family, three kids and his wife. I don't think he moved with anyone else. And now he is the father or the granddad of one kid. One of his kids had a son. You know what I mean. Anyway, so he was an Uber Eats driver, and he lived in Washington, D.C. And I guess somewhere in the city, he had his car parked, and he was just kind of stopped right there. And then two girls came up to his car with a tase gun, or I believe they used a different term for it, but I forget what it
Stun
was.
gun.
Stun gun, that's the other thing. I believe they are somewhat different. Came up to him with a stun gun and tried to hijack his car. And if you don't know, hijackings are really common in Washington, D.C. I think like two really other major ones happened like within the last like month or so. Pretty sad. They've gone up 350% since last year, and they were already really high last year, so that's really insane. Or sorry, in 2019. And so yeah, they came up to him. They tried to hijack his car. Two girls. He said, no, this is my car. You cannot just come and take it, And, really respectable man. He was 66 years old and still working to provide for his family because he's a really hardworking man. I have no doubt.
Yeah, 66,
And
still working.
they were trying to force him out.
He's trying to make a living
Yeah,
out there.
66.
That's all he was
Yeah,
doing.
really hardworking dude. And then they come along, these two girls, and they just try to ruin it all. And so they try to force him out of the car, but he, says no, and he's holding onto the door, like the front driver door. And then they tase him, they shoot him with a stun gun, and then they start driving away. And as they drive away, you can hear this is really graphic. I mean, we're not showing it in a video, but for any audience members who maybe don't want to hear this, you might want to skip to a later part in the podcast. But as they're driving, you can hear the door on the car. This is like a 2014 Honda Accord, by the way, gray one. Starts slamming into his body and basically crushing him because kind of the momentum, and it seems like the girls was pulling on it. One of them. And then you can hear the tires start screeching. It turns a corner really aggressively. And then you hear a huge crash. Sounds really bad. I don't think they hit anyone else, but a really bad crash. And then the car is flipped over on its side, on the sidewalk. And the man, Muhammad Anwar, was basically shot out of the car into a fence or a wall. And then he landed on the floor, and the girls were fine. I don't think any injuries came upon them, and we don't know their identities, which is probably for the best because they are minors. And, despite the fact that they are criminals and they are murderers, I believe that totally, that they murdered this man. This isn't just manslaughter. They murdered him. It's probably best that their identities don't go out to where their family starts getting death threats and things like that. Obviously, we don't want that, and we don't condone that at all.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Muhammad Anwar died. I don't believe he died on the spot, but he was brought to a hospital, and he died on the way there. They were not able to save him. And yeah, and this is the craziest thing. The age of the girls, and I say girls and not women because they were not women, they were girls. One of them was only 15 years old, and the other one was 13.
Jeez.
That is basically our age, folks.
Oh my
They could be
God.
one of us. They could be someone in our school. Not that they are, because it's Washington, D.C. I'm trying to think anything else I should add into this, any other important details. A GoFundMe has been started for Muhammad Anwar's family, and they've reached over $700,000. And I don't want people to get jealous and they don't deserve that money. His family deserves every single dollar of that. Absolutely. Absolute tragedy, and all of our hearts go out to his family. Really unfortunate that they lost such a hardworking father. And I can't even imagine what it would be like if we lost our dads like that, or someone we cared about, just
Yeah,
doing
it
their
would totally
job
suck.
and providing a service to our city.
So hopefully the money from the
That's
GoFundMe
just crazy.
will help to sustain his family after his tragic passing. And yeah. Bit of a
Also,
sad
I know.
start.
I mean, your opinion is probably already obvious, but do you have anything you want to add into this?
I think it's messed up
I
that the
mean,
story isn't covered as much as it should be. Like
yeah,
I saw it covered by one major news uh, source, I guess. Well, kind of major, like have their own
mhm,
station type major, you know. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally sucks. You shouldn't carjack people, and if you are
Thir-
carjacking people,
13 and
don't kill them.
15.
yeah. 13 and 15. And one of them was involved in another carjack 3 months earlier. So we're dealing with a career criminal here.
She
What?
was like 12.
I mean, yeah, if it was 3 months ago, she could have been 12 at the time. But, 13, 15, regardless, they could be 16, 17. It's disgusting regardless that any human being would ever do this to someone. And even if he hadn't have died and he had gotten off fine, the fact that you would go to someone who's just trying to provide a service to the community and make money for their family and support their family, that you would do that to them. And then to think that they're only 15 and 13, they so many things at that age. They probably don't even have a real job. They've never voted, don't have a license.
Yeah, why do they even need a
So many
car?
things, no responsibility, and then you go and you do that, and maybe you're doing it to provide for your family, and maybe your family's not doing it so well. It doesn't matter. That is not absolutely a way to go about anything, and it's just disgusting that I don't know. Some kids could be raised to be like that, and people,
Yeah.
it's
It's
crazy.
crazy to think about like the stuff that would lead up to them doing that. Like, did they just do this out of
Yeah,
nowhere? Or were they involved in a gang and they were gonna try to sell the stolen vehicle? Uh, or were they just going on a joyride and they happened to murder a man? Like, it's just messed up.
yeah. I mean, it was planned. I mean, I don't know if necessarily they planned to attack that vehicle, or they just went up to whatever was nearest or whoever was parked.
It was
But
premeditated that they were gonna steal a vehicle.
it was premeditated, and maybe they didn't intend to kill him, but just look at what they did. It's just crazy. It makes my blood boil so much that anyone would ever
Yeah.
think in their head, yes, this is okay.
Did you say
These
anything
means
about the phone in the car?
justify those ends. What'd you say?
The phone
Repeat
left
that,
in the
please.
car?
Oh yeah. Once again, I don't want these girls' family to be threatened or anything like that. Obviously, we don't condone that. But you can see there's a whole footage because there were some people who were like on the scene right as the car was being stolen, like trying to help out Muhammad Anwar, and he was saying, no, this isn't okay. And then they drive away, and some guy's like, oh my gosh, they're driving away with him. They're stealing his car. And then they hear the crash. They run down the street and they film it. And then you can see the girls being pulled out by like what looked like military personnel there. I don't know how they were there so quickly, pulling them out. And I mean, maybe the girls like, oh my gosh, this guy there. You can hear one of them is like, my phone is in the car.
Oh my
What?
God.
It's just incredible. It'd be like, I don't know,
How can
someone
you be
gets
so
arrested
ignorant?
or for murder and they're being like brought to the prison and like tried in court or something, and then they're like, I left the oven on at home.
Yeah.
Even more annoying than that. Like, how can you see what you have just done and then think in that situation, oh, I need my phone? Gosh,
It's crazy.
I can't describe
Yeah.
how
They
much it really pisses
prioritize
me
that
off.
over helping the man too. Like, it shows that they just didn't care about what they have just done, even if they didn't intend to murder the guy.
Yeah,
that is no
even if they didn't
remorse.
intend to, they showed no care. Like
Yeah.
money in selling a car is worth more than a human life, basically.
Their phone.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna
It's
happen to
worth
those
more.
girls. What will be their punishment?
Probably
I don't want to
nothing
sound like
big.
weird and sadistic, like I hope they get put in the chair or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. I hope justice is served.
Me as well.
You know,
Yeah, but I feel like they won't get that big of a punishment.
Before the podcast,
Yeah.
I said that my bet is that they won't get more than 30 years each.
I'm gonna say community service.
I'm not too familiar with the criminal
Community
justice
service?
system in a justice system. In punishments, oh gosh, community service. So I don't know exactly what seems like a reasonable punishment in this scenario, but yeah, I don't know. I hope it is something very reasonable. They need to know what they did. Community service is not enough. Sorry.
I don't want them to get community service, but I think that they'll probably end up getting community service.
Maybe. I mean,
I
I
know
wouldn't be
that's
surprised.
but if that were, that'd be so lame. Like imagine like you're a part of the group of kids who has to do community service. You have, one kid, he I don't know, I'm just gonna make up some stuff. He like painted some
Graffiti.
like graffiti on someone's car. He stole someone's like bike that was parked in a parking lot. I don't know, you got in a fight at school, and then you have the two girls who stole someone's car and then murdered him in the street. It's like, yeah, they're all the same,
Yeah,
Gee.
there's an imposter.
There's an
Yeah.
imposter among us.
I see these
Wow.
other kids though, but it's different parts of the country, different teenagers. Like usually they're males. They'll end up getting like 99 years for something they did at like
Yeah,
15.
I know.
So who knows what they'll get? Like it could be anything from community service. I don't
And
see
also,
it going
like,
above 30 years, but maybe.
It's crazy to think that these were like young kids. Like, what were their parents doing? Like,
I bet they're from a single parent household, no doubt.
Possibly.
Are they what's their, how do I word this? What is their,
You're walking on a.
It doesn't matter. Let's just not
eggshells
agree.
here.
okay, yeah.
But
It doesn't matter.
Well,
it doesn't
okay.
matter.
I think I have said all that needs to be said here. Ali, would you like to talk about Subway?
Yeah, Subway.
bruh, I just got a call from them because I filled out an application on their website, and they were asking me about the schedule and what hours I can work.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was disappointing because
Wait, that's good.
No, but she sounded disappointed too.
Wait, that's a good thing.
It was like, what?
Why is it disappointing?
They're asking you for your hours. That's a good thing.
No, because I can only work certain hours because of the school. There's like a limit of how much you can work.
Yeah,
If you
and
attend
I mean-
school,
So I was
But
telling her
that's-
about that, and she just kind of seemed disappointed.
I mean,
But- it looks likely that you'll get a job. I mean, that's just the law. You can't work more hours than you're
Yeah.
allowed.
it's better than
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
yeah. So would you only like be able to work on like Saturdays and Fridays, something like that?
So you can work
It's
3
like 3
hours,
hours. Yeah.
3 hours on school
Okay.
days, and I'm pretty sure it's like more on non-school days. It's like double, maybe 8 hours.
Yeah, no, that's better than anything. I'm totally jealous. I would totally want to get a job as soon as possible. But I do kind of worry, like, school is already really stressful. I don't know how much, like, work I'd be able to do.
Yeah.
How many hours a day?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
how
I
are
don't know.
how are my school be stressful? Like I'm
I
still
almost
like
stay up every night doing homework.
really.
I went to
like,
office hours today. That's how stressful
Yeah,
school
me
is.
too.
What'd you do in office hours?
Math.
Yeah, but like I saw you
Yeah.
on the math
figure.
e-learning guide, but what did you do?
The power assignment.
The mini one?
Yeah.
I
only
did the
got
same thing.
Halfway done.
Yesterday, I
Also,
I
were
gave
you
up
like
because I took
Yeah, me
I went
too.
on the power assignment, and you know how it was factor by finding the greatest common factor. The
oh
GCF?
yeah. At first that was super annoying because I didn't get it. Then I was like, oh yeah. and
The
now
whole
I
time
remember.
I was so confused because I was trying to find two binomial pairs to multiply together,
Yeah, I was trying to do that too.
and I had to have the teacher explain it to me, and I had the right answer. I was just trying to find these binomial pairs, which didn't even matter. But after she told me what I was supposed to do and showed me, I'm pretty sure I got 100% on it.
guys, here's like, by the way, good job getting 100%. Here's like a hypothetical situation. Let's say someone was going to do the mini power assignment and had so little idea what they were doing that they didn't even know what they didn't understand. They just didn't understand. Not that it's me, it's a friend. It's a friend who wanted me to ask this wide audience.
Yeah.
No, not
That
me.
friend
Hypothetically,
should
A
go to
friend.
office hours and just ask.
but like that friend
Yeah.
who's not me, what should he ask? Because he doesn't even understand what he doesn't know. He just reads it and is like,
Mhm.
This is what I said.
he doesn't understand,
I left
He's
the
kinda
breakout
dumb. He's
room.
a little slow.
And I said, I don't understand. Can you please explain? And she explained me the whole process. I didn't even need the whole process, but
Like,
She explained
you
it to
know,
me.
like when you go to office hours and you ask her, she actually teaches you the stuff, right? but when we're
Right,
in class,
It's
you serious?
So
like
Come on.
you or your friend should go on Thursday and just figure it all out. Because that's like an hour right
so
there.
basically, my friend, who's not me, should go in office hours on Thursday and just ask. I did not understand the mini power assignment. Please help.
Ask
And she
everything
won't
that
be
you
like,
don't
"Well,
understand.
what do you not understand?"
No, she didn't even say that. She was just like, "Oh, another kid asked this too. I'll just show you what I showed them."
Yeah, I wonder why so
was
many
like, "Oh,
kids ask
thanks."
this.
But it's really easy once you just know what to do.
Also, why
Yeah,
are we
Okay, because
like
I looked at it and I just had no idea.
every
I didn't
single
even understand.
every single day? Why do we have to do work that the teacher doesn't teach us? Like we just have to do some other work, like do from a workbook or something.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
like an
actually teach
online
yourself.
teacher, Professor Berger. He's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
I've noticed she gives us like a lot of practice things. Like what was it yesterday? She gave us like 4 different like practice sheets to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think I finished like, I mean, my friend finished like 2 and a
Oh,
half
yeah.
of them. My friend
I did
finished
none
finished
of
only
the
like 2 and a
activities.
half of them, and I felt like I was really pushing myself.
I
My friend
finished
was pushing
half
himself.
of one of
He
them.
was really pushing himself really hard, you know, and he was like still struggling really hard. He, not me. Obviously, I was completely fine.
I
He was
didn't even
struggling
know we
really
had
hard.
4. Did we really have 4?
Let me think. I don't even know the names. There was like the
I
one
don't know.
where
I don't know.
it's like the
I
symbol,
think,
you
I
know.
think there were like
I think
two.
there was like 3 with that, and then there was another one with not the symbol thing, you know.
If it's practice, like I'll do it if I have nothing else to do. But I'll
Yeah.
be the first one to give up immediately.
And she makes it very confusing as to like what's practice and what's like grade work.
Yeah,
you
what
know,
the actual work?
and it's
Yeah,
just
you
like,
don't really know what's
you go
graded.
on the e-learning guide, and there's like literally like 10, 9, 8 different things posted in like one day, and it's just like,
Like, what am I supposed to do first? What am I supposed to do? Because on that same day we had the power summit. The teacher also told us to do all the other 2 practice stuff. So I was like, which do I do first? Because she didn't tell us, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
Yeah,
class.
it
You
was
just
just
gotta
awful
figure it
situation.
out and go for it. What do you guys know
yeah,
your
it's
grades
like,
in that
but that's
class?
like stupid, you know.
You guys know your
I'm not
grade?
looking.
I have
I'm
a
not-
103.
Don't look.
I have
Wait, what'd you say on school?
103.57.
I'm not gonna look.
You probably have a good grade.
So I haven't checked my grade, but my friend's grade is an F. It's only 25%. He
Mhm.
has my friend,
Yeah,
not me.
of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 25%.
I was kind of worried about
So,
this
yeah, it
quarter.
was pretty rough.
I'm not like that worried, but I have English, which is just a lot of work. Like it's kind of easy for me, and then math, which I can understand it. I just need to like try a little bit, and there's also
Yeah.
a lot of work. And then Spanish, where it's just I'm just worried about the essay at the end of the year, which is gonna suck to write. But I'm pretty good in Spanish now. Like
Mhm.
me
There's
gusta
something.
taco.
Oh, that's very good.
Chinita.
Like that's
Me
pretty
gusta
good right
queso.
there. Look, if you ask me a
Sandwich
question
de queso.
in Spanish, I could probably answer it.
I don't think I
Okay,
could.
¿cuántos
Not
años
exactly.
tienes?
Wait, say that again.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
Mi años. Catorce?
You are not 14 años, but that's good. Good attempt.
is it quince?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I
Quince.
was 14 still. I got confused.
Yeah, I don't feel
Me
Like,
no
almost
hablar
15.
español. I think that was wrong too.
But did I get it right with the if I said quince?
no. You pretty much got the whole thing wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I said
Yeah.
me year 15.
My year 14.
Yeah.
My year's 14.
Okay.
You got the whole thing wrong.
Well, I'm only in Spanish 1, okay?
Yeah, you'll get there.
When
Okay.
I
Yeah, in
read,
terms
like
of-
we're reading Esperanza, I understand it.
Yeah, Esperanza was kind of difficult when me and Ali were reading it for the first time, but I feel like now that we are here, I feel like it's probably pretty easy to read.
Oh yeah.
I do not
And
understand
also, like, if you
Esperanza,
think
and I feel
about
like
it, we did Esperanza in 7th grade. That was
Yeah.
Wait, what's up, Sebastian? You don't understand it?
I was going to say I do not find Esperanza very easy, to be honest. And I do like Mr. Gutierrez, and I feel like in quarter 1 this year he did teach really well. I don't know, just like it all worked. Like it was like a bunch of small stories, which all use like very specific vocabulary words. And each time we did it, we did like a whole like slide where we learned them. We associated them with pictures, and it was like slow. Now it's just like a huge story. And like every sentence, there's at least like 3 words I've never heard. And sure, some of them are really simple, like what are they called? Like compound, not compounds.
Problemas?
Words that what'd you say?
Like
Like
a
words like
conjugate.
problemas and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that sound like, English words. Yeah, sure, some are like
Yeah.
that, but then a lot aren't. And I feel like every single sentence I have to flip to the vocab and look at, and then the vocab section doesn't even have all the words. And yeah, I'm just not enjoying it. And I feel like
Mhm.
he says don't use Google Translate. I hope he doesn't watch this.
No,
But like I
He
can't.
said
There's no way.
for the book he said that if you don't understand a word, you can use Google Translate.
But I use like Google Translate like 3 times every sentence.
I
And, like,
only
the
use
questions-
I use Google Translate if I don't know a word or if I'm not completely sure if my sentence is grammatically correct. So I'll just copy and paste the sentence I wrote into Google Translate.
And then when we do like the questions, I could not answer a single question without using Google Translate. Honestly, maybe like a few.
Those questions were
it's
mad
like, and I
easy.
hate to say that. Shut up. I hate to say that, because don't like, I guess, cheating, you could say. But at the same time, it would be like taking in like music class, they tell you to go up to a piano and they say, which key is the A key? And it's like, that's not something you can learn. You can only learn that that's the A key if you are told that it is the A key. Are you looking up what the A key is?
What, me?
his friend
Yeah.
is looking up what the AK
No,
is.
I play piano. I know.
Oh, okay.
I was
okay.
looking up who
So, yeah,
in Spanish
but like
because
that's
I was
something
trying
you
to.
can't like.
K is who?
Isn't it?
Because the
Kien?
questions,
It's
I was
Kien.
trying to say an example of a question, like it would be like "Quién la baby, la bebe," and it's like who is the
So
baby?
who the baby?
Yeah,
Who
I
is
said
the
it wrong.
baby?
How do you
Who
say?
is the
Wouldn't it
baby?
be quien es la baby
Yeah, I
¿Quién es
forgot
la
the S,
baby?
but
or no?
that's basically
I
it.
don't know Spanish.
Who
man.
is the baby? And then yeah, and then the baby, it's just la baby es Liliana, because that's the baby's name.
Lily?
Uh-huh.
It's a nice
Yeah.
name.
But
There you go.
Yeah. But the questions are mad easy. Like, ¿Quién es el hijo? Who is the boy?
I'm sure if I like understood
Who
what
is
they
the
meant,
son?
it would be easy to
The son.
answer, but I don't know what they say.
Yeah, yeah. You just got to do it and
He,
learn, and then
el
get it.
tío es Ricardito. Llamo Ricardito. Wait, what is son? It's Hio, right?
Hijo,
Hijo?
yeah.
Hijo.
No.
You don't say the
Hijo.
H. You don't say the H, Sebby.
Hijo.
yeah, IJ
Yeah.
or like EHO, like kind of.
Yeah,
don't
J
say
is H. H is nothing.
Yeah.
But X sounds like H.
Yeah.
I understand.
Like xylophone?
Sure.
Xylophone.
But what were we talking about?
Do
School
they say
or something?
T-hat?
Math.
Math? I got so
math.
confused
No, math
earlier.
I hate math.
You know how we were supposed to do the workbook thing? So for the audience, we had an assignment where
Yeah.
we go into the separate web page online, and there's a workbook where we go through different pages that explain to us a new concept in our math class. And we had to do one where it was like factoring. Factoring is when you take a
They don't really
polynomial
explain.
and then
Factoring perfect
you make it
squares.
smaller. You make it more
Something
simple.
like that.
Yeah, we had the perfect squares was easy.
Yeah, I did not understand.
But like the one after perfect squares, it would go from like a 3-term polynomial, and then they would turn that into like 20 terms, and it was just so big and I couldn't comprehend it. You could skip all the steps in the middle, is what it seemed like to me. And I don't know why we were even learning them. Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't know.
And also,
You know,
the teacher said the teacher said her method was different from the one on the workbook. Then why isn't she just teaching her method first?
So the workbook is probably the
Yeah,
proper
for
way,
real.
I bet.
If it's so much better.
Yeah, the her method's supposed to be
Man,
easier than
it's
the
like
teacher's that.
I think
yeah,
that
for the workbook thing,
it's probably
the
comprehension based.
first
If you do
page
the
was
long,
really
hard
easy,
method.
and then I got to the second page,
Yeah, I finished
and
the
it just
second
really
page.
sucked.
Or I finished like there was 2 concepts and I finished both. And
Yeah,
that's all
I
we were
got to it,
supposed
and
to
I was
do.
like, mm,
But like, oh, I was about to say something. She probably doesn't teach us her method
yeah.
because it's comprehension based. And if you do the whole big method, then you comprehend the entire thing if you understand that. But if you do her easier method, I assume that it wouldn't explain to you what it is. It's just like something how you can easily get it fast and you don't understand how it works. You feel me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could not like describe a single thing in math class to you. If someone like pointed to my work and said, "What is this?" I'd be like, "It's question 5."
This is
I
my
don't know.
paper from earlier. You guys want to see what we're working with?
Wow,
This is me
it's
doing
like really
the.
bad resolution. So
But
it
you can
looks like
see
Minecraft.
each character is a
Mhm.
different number or parentheses.
But no, I can't. No, we can't.
No, we can't.
Well, the video can see it.
Oh Jesus.
It's
It looks like
pixel.
Tetris,
It doesn't
dude.
matter. But
But yeah, I'm sure the audience can see it.
yeah, math class is my second hardest class.
What's your first?
Actually, math class is probably tied with English as hard classes, and they're not even that hard. They just give a lot of work, and I'm worried about that. But I'll focus,
find
and
English
I'll sit down for like 2 hours and just get all
really
my work
easy,
done.
to be honest.
Also, tell them about the 400-point essay that we have to write at the end of the quarter.
Oh, I'm not even
Oh,
worried
in
about
English.
that.
Yeah, it's 400 points.
How
If
long
you're
does the
doing
essay
it,
have to be?
she said 5 to 10 pages.
That's not
Wait,
that
10
bad.
pages? You said?
5 to 10.
Yeah, 5
That's
5
The,
to 10
the
pages.
5 pages is easy. Like 10 pages
It's
is
5 to 10
doable.
pages. It's like
I'm gonna go way over that.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
even trying.
The page number doesn't matter for you, but now you know 5 to 10 pages.
No, I'm definitely gonna go.
What's
I'm
it
gonna go
on?
over without even trying.
What do you have to do it on?
It's about an issue. That's pretty much it.
Oh, there he goes.
I don't care about any issues, so that might be
See-
hard, but
Yeah, you can do like
hopefully she gives you a
Solution.
selection.
yeah, but
Dang. You know what I am kind of worried about?
what?
I'm worried that if I go back to school and I have to do the
Yeah.
AP Human Geography exam at school, I won't be able to cheat.
Oh,
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
oh, I just
Oh,
realized. Yeah,
But
just
I mean,
realized.
AP Human Geography, I can probably get a C on that test if I get
No,
lucky.
it's all about getting at least a 3 on it.
I think I might be able to do that. But I
It's-
would I
yeah.
would get like a 4 if I did it at my house.
Yeah.
Like guaranteed.
yeah. It's in almost exactly 2 months. So if you start, studying right now, 2
Yeah,
months.
we'll be good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna study 2 weeks before, maybe.
I know the past
Maybe, yeah.
week I've been saying to myself, okay, it's in 2 months. It's in 2 months.
2 months. It's in 2 months.
I'm
2 months.
we probably should study. If we were the best students ever, we should be studying right now, but this is what's most likely gonna happen. I'm gonna study a week before by watching only the Unit 1 Mr. Sin video. And then I'm just gonna wing it. And hope for the best. Because
If
the concepts, if I hear the name, aren't that bad unless it's all the models, which I get kind of confused
Oh
on.
yeah, the models are
Yeah.
messed up. Yeah.
But it should be fine. I don't
Is it
know.
just me or like or does other people like do they not study or do they study for like 5 minutes and they think they've got it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
we
I
gotta
don't
start
study that
doing it.
much.
We have to start doing it now.
Yeah, we should.
Like we do. We
I'm
need
not going to. I mean, I'm not particularly worried about it. On the last day, or one of the last days, I'm pretty sure I asked Mr. Bradford if he could, like a week or
Yeah,
two
yeah, yeah.
before, do a class to teach us the concepts, just a quick
Mm-hmm.
introduction. And I'm hoping he does that. I would go to that even if it's like office hours.
Yeah, I would go to that too.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody that
Like-
cares would go to that because I am not about to study for 2 months. But I'll probably study a little bit.
Yeah, like we should
Yeah.
have
I'll look over the Navy
Uh,
SEAL packet.
when we get to school, we should ask him about that.
I mean,
Yeah, that
also
would be
could
good.
ask. Also could ask
Yeah.
like tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. I usually see him around. Mr. Bradford, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he should be watching this, Mr. Bradford.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, 50% of your class would show up to that at least.
yeah, at least 50% of your class. will show up.
Especially since after spring break, since half of us, like a good amount of us are coming back.
Yeah,
Oh,
Office
it's
hours.
just a
Man.
review of all the topics and stuff.
it kind of sucks that Sebastian isn't here anymore. But do you guys want to get into going back to school?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll introduce the topic. So, basically, yesterday we got an email that said that school is going to return April 12th, which is the Monday right after spring break. And the kids that chose distance learning beforehand, they get to repick if they want to go to school or not. And the kids that are in school learning right now are going to transition. And it's full-time school, 5 days a week. Right now, what we have is 3 groups that rotate in order and go every day, you know? So we're going back to school full time, and as many kids as they want can go. Hello, Sebastian.
No, it's a limited amount of kids.
It's limited?
So. Yeah, so it's all the cohorts mixed, and there's only a limited number of spots for the distance learners to come back. I'm pretty sure, because on the top of the form it says what did it say, Ansel?
25% or something?
I don't know.
It said something like I'm gonna check what it said.
Well, I hope that I can go. I don't know if I can, though. You know how being in distance learning is actually pretty cool? Because I get to chill out all day, and I play Angry Birds during class, and I get the same grades. There's no point in me going back to school if I'm just thinking about grades. And I would like to say that I really care about my at-school social life, but I don't care at all now. I don't care at all. Because I have the podcast, I have friends. So why do I need these people at school that don't even like me? Like, that's literally the only part of it that's advantageous to me, is the social life. And it's not even advantageous. It doesn't matter. But I still want to go back to school. Could be cool.
I
Yeah.
don't necessarily
so-
think it's like the social life part that like excites me. When just so being around like other humans is probably good for development, even if you're not like friends with them.
Yeah, I might like that. I feel like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
like
so I
kids.
read the form and it says we will review pending requests made on this form and bring additional students back to in-person instruction if capacity allows. Capacity allows. That last thing, so.
I'm asking my parents, and yeah, I told you guys this. It's 50-50 for me going back. Ansel's guaranteed going back. Sebastian's guaranteed to go back. Ali is most likely going to go back. What are your guys' worries about full-time school, or what you're excited for?
COVID.
COVID?
Just COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the only
I mean, the
fear.
fact-
And also tests. Tests
what do you
for
mean
sure.
tests?
I haven't.
Oh
Tests,
yeah,
like
because you won't be
quizzes
able to
and
like
tests.
cheat in any
Yeah.
way at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, it's been a year.
That's good.
I don't know how I
from
ever
COVID,
did
to be
that.
honest.
I don't know how I ever did that.
You just got to wing it now.
Kind of scared about that. Yeah.
It's going to be weird readjusting.
Really, that's it.
We've been out of school for more than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I really don't think
And when we started this.
there's anything that necessarily scares me. I'm trying to think. I mean, only thing is, no, I can't think of anything. I'm just like totally happy to be going
I'm
back.
scared that
Sure, it's like
this is my this is my fear. My fear is that someone will mess with me, and then I'll get mad and I'll beat them so bad that they're physically disabled for the rest of their life, and they die possibly.
well, that is your decision. But that is a very real
Uh-huh.
concern that
Yeah,
everyone
right.
deals with.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
my
deals with
number
that.
one
Okay.
concern about going back to school. I'm
I
fearing for
What's
other
understand.
your-
That's
people's
reasonable.
lives.
You have a number two?
My
Yeah, you have
number
like a number 2 or
two,
3.
uh, it'll be weird that I don't know. I won't be used to the lunch because I don't even eat lunch at lunchtime. What I do, I'll eat some breakfast at like 8 o'clock, and then I'll have like a protein bar. And then what I'm doing now, like I'm done with my meal basically, just a chicken strip.
That's what I
I'll
usually
just
do
cook
too.
myself a really big meal at like 2 or 3.
Yeah, when I used to go to school too, like I only like ate like a little bit in the morning, and then like I had a small snack during the afternoon, and when I came home, that's when I ate my like real lunch.
That's what I'm doing now. When I was in school, I would eat a big lunch at lunchtime. I would eat all of my lunch that I packed, and then I would eat other kids' school lunches. Like there was days where I would
Remember,
eat
I would
two or
always
three
take a.
burgers and a Lunchable.
I would usually eat. Sorry, not take, but be offered Ansul's chocolate milk. And I know often
Yes, yes,
Ansul would
yes,
like
yes,
a
yes.
stack up. It's like hamburgers or chicken patties
Oh yeah, I remember
that
the mega
probably don't
burger
need
we
real
made.
chicken. Yeah, mega
Yeah,
ultra super duper
that
burger. And
mega,
then we had a
that thing
mile
was like
after
this
it.
big.
Those burgers were so good. The chicken
Yeah, they
sandwiches
were.
too.
They were. I missed
They
that.
probably weren't that good though. If you've ever had a really good chicken patty.
Oh yeah, but I mean for school, I mean it was good. Like at
Yeah.
lunch, I'd be like, oh, it's Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I'm gonna be so full
Yeah,
after this.
also, I won another 2 games of Skywars today.
Uh, on
That's
the
good.
all
Yeah.
on the food scale of like 1 through 10 of how good the chicken sandwiches are compared to all other foods, they're like a 4. 4 or 5.
Yeah, of course. I mean
Same with the
compared to
burgers.
everything
Terrible.
else.
I might
Yeah,
even
but
put the
compared to
burgers
school
lower.
food, that's like an 8.
Yeah. It's like
I
it's
don't know.
a
They look
regular
like really
food
basic. Don't they
4,
just have like
school food 8.
ketchup, the chicken, red?
That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, we'd get lettuce in the like lettuce bar, and we just
But you guys don't get like pickles, cheese,
You remember
onions,
the
spicy mayo, nothing like that.
Do you remember the yogurt cups? It was like a
yo,
yogurt.
yeah.
Those were the
yeah.
bomb. That was the best thing they had. The
I don't
salads
like
were good
yogurt.
too. I like the salads. I mean, the
Yeah.
school salads are like I don't know. I'm not a big salad connoisseur, but in my opinion, the salads were like a 7 out of 10 salad. Right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Though.
I never tried them because I'd always get like not that.
They're pretty
But
good.
I mean, on a scale of school food in general, I mean, it was fulfilling. You know, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I wasn't hungry after ever.
Yeah.
I never ate hot lunch though. I only had food like every burger day. Someone would give me a burger or two, and then other than that, like sometimes burritos too. I like the burritos. Those are fire.
Yeah.
The spicy
Yeah.
ones and the not spicy ones. But those are like foods where even if they're not good, I'll still eat them. Like
Yeah, I know. Like they're not good, but they're like, wow, this tastes pretty good. You know, I'll eat it.
have you had a Del Taco burrito like recently?
No, not recently or ever.
I'm not talking. Okay, so Del Taco is like cheaper Taco Bell, and they have good food. I like their food. I had them recently. But I remember one time, like a couple months ago, I went to Del Taco, and I got like the cheapest burrito. I ate the whole thing, but it was just a raw tortilla that they didn't do anything to. And then it was like the beans. It was refried beans, but there were whole beans in there, and it was cold. And it had like green sauce in it. I still ate the whole thing just because it's a
Wow.
burrito. And that's almost the same as the school burritos, but those ones were hotter. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, wow.
But yeah. I don't really have that many fears when going back to school. I have a couple, but they're kind of dumb. And then the big one,
Yeah.
COVID, obviously. Like, I'm not particularly fond of getting sick. That would kind of suck.
Yeah.
It would be crazy. Imagine the whole school gets COVID.
No, it would suck.
That would be the worst. Because then probably like a teacher or two would die. Man, that would suck. That would be so bad. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Did you see the CDC director or something said that we're nearing impending doom?
Really?
Yeah.
Dread it, run from it.
I also saw an
Focus.
article where it was like in a year, the vaccine won't even be effective, or less than a year or something, because of all the new strains. Like, it won't even do anything. But you know,
Wow.
China's not affected at all.
I had COVID and it wasn't really that bad.
How bad
No.
was it on a scale of 1 to 10?
For one day, it was a scale of 5. It was only just, I only had a headache for one day and that was about it.
You take vitamins?
No, not really.
Dang. Well, good for you. You got a good immune system. I don't know. I just took vitamins before this podcast. I like vitamins, the gummy ones. Those are fire. But,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think school would be cool. I wish I could have
Yeah.
third quarter at school. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Because that quarter,
think-
I had PE, which is fun to do at school, like basketball unit. You get to play against everybody. Soccer. Do you remember, I don't know if I was in your class, but your class probably did it too. Did you do the 4-team soccer?
Yeah, I think we did.
That
Yeah,
was
we did.
awesome. And I would play missile attack in that class, make up our own games. Capture
Yeah.
the flag. Did we play
Yeah.
that? That one was
Probably.
awesome. And then flag tag is like a great game. All the games in PE were fun, even if I didn't
Yeah.
really like them.
I
Every
agree.
single one.
They were all really good.
If
I
you
didn't really like playing
participated
basketball that much.
and tried to have
Yeah.
some fun, it was amazing. Wait, which one didn't you like?
Yeah.
Basketball, because like
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't really
basketball
find it that
is.
fun.
Basketball was the only. I don't know. It was even fun for me because I just got to go play with my friends and chill.
I mean, it wasn't fun for me because I broke my wrist. But
Yeah.
you know, even aside from that, I still didn't think it was that good. Basketball, I don't know, kind of boring.
yeah,
A little too sweaty, just a little bit. I feel like I can't lower myself down to
like
that
the
much,
good guys are really good, and the bad guys are like really
Terrible.
bad.
bro. Like
I'm
even if
pretty
you
good.
try, you suck. Which you know,
Yeah.
props to the really good people, but you know, it's like
It
kinda
was
hard to
annoying
compete.
too. The really good people would just be total dickheads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like in other sports they're not as like mean, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier to play like soccer than it is to play basketball.
If you play
Yeah.
a game
Oh,
of ultimate frisbee, you will not unless you're playing against like some frat boys, you probably won't be insulted over a ultimate frisbee game.
yeah, anyone can have
Yeah.
fun in ultimate frisbee. Although I do remember there was one time it was in Miss class. She got really mad when we were playing ultimate frisbee. This one group of dudes, I don't know who it was, but I guess they like got in a fight, and she was really mad, and she like started crying. And she
You
like,
said her name.
Oh,
I mean,
I just looked at
sorry,
the
but at the same
timestamp.
time,
I'll just write down where it was.
oh okay,
But yeah, just don't do
Well-
it again. It's all good.
I am sorry, but yeah,
Well,
the said person was really mad, like, and she was like crying and like she swore a little, not like that bad, but you know, still. And it was an ultimate frisbee game, which is really
What
weird
happened?
because
Why?
aside from that, they're
Kids
pretty
can
chill.
be ruthless. They
Yeah,
probably said
because, like-
something really
Yeah.
bad.
Like 3 boys were like starting to fight.
Dang.
Yeah, but like imagine fighting over ultimate frisbee.
Kyle told me that he made one teacher cry, or I don't know if it was him, but somebody
oh my god.
with him made a teacher cry because the teacher was walking by and said teacher was called a cheeseburger by a student. And the teacher cried.
Wait, in what grade?
I don't know. I think it was 7th or 8th grade.
Was it like
Oh.
super serious, or was the kid just like, "Dude, you look like a cheeseburger"? Like, what was the severity?
I don't know. I wasn't in the class, but the way Kyle
Because you know
told it,
sometimes
it was like Kyle made it sound like this. Oh, she looks like a cheeseburger. And they didn't even say it to the teacher. Like, and she just cried. But that's messed
But
up.
they said the teacher's name.
I don't know. They probably
God.
said
I
his
mean,
name.
if the teacher got that offended, then I do feel bad for him. But at the same time, if I heard that, I would probably just laugh. Like, they could have said something so much worse. But they said you look like a cheeseburger. You know?
I know. It's
don't
messed
know.
up to call anybody any name that's meant to be hurtful. But, you know,
Yeah.
that's one of the lesser names you can be called.
Yeah, could be worse. Could be a lot worse. But no, like sometimes students make like teachers cry and it's like legitimately messed up. Like I remember one lady teacher, English teacher once cried because of the actions of a particular student, and that was just
7th
like
grade?
really messed up. 6th.
6th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
youngins.
I don't even remember who I had for English in 6th. I could not tell you.
Well, I mean, I can't say, but
I
yeah.
remember in one of my classes it was math, I think. I'm not gonna say the teacher's name. The one student, when the teacher was not here and there was a substitute, the teacher had a whole bucket of Jolly Ranchers, and the whole student just took the whole bucket with them.
Oh my God.
Whoever threw that paper.
That is
Like,
crazy.
they get caught.
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
It's the perfect
Well, it
crime.
wasn't the whole bucket. It was most of the bucket. Like the student
There's
just
no
like
such
took
thing
the
as
bucket
perfect crime.
and poured it into his backpack and left a couple.
I remember every day in 8th grade compacted math. Whenever we would like go and get the whiteboards, it was always like pretty crazy, really brutal.
What?
Especially, I can say his name, Brando too, would be like really insane about it. I
Yeah, you
remember
would.
specifically.
Yeah,
He'd fall on the ground and
Pitchy
stuff.
patchy.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a fun class. In the fun.
It was
factor.
fun.
I mean, yeah, when we weren't doing anything related to schoolwork, it was fun.
It was fun.
I
When it was fun, it was
It was
fun.
also
that
fun
man
when we.
was a cool dude, really cool dude, not a good teacher.
It was also fun when we were supposed to be doing something that was schoolwork and we just weren't. That was the funnest.
Yeah. Yeah. When we were having fun, it was fun. But when
Yeah,
we were doing really badly, it was not fun.
That's the same for like everything. I
yeah,
feel like,
no.
unless it's funny. that You're
Yeah.
doing so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I remember some days like he would just like go on for like a rant for 15 minutes writing like a bunch of different math stuff on the board. And I would just sit there
hmm
and look at it, and it was, I don't know, it was almost funny. Like I had such a little understanding. I was like, how did I get to this point where this happened?
Yeah.
It would be like not understanding a single word in Spanish except for like, I don't know,
L.
taco, tortilla. It was really bad.
Yeah. Well. Dang. I mean, I feel like our math class is better now, so that's good. Oh, how fun. Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't think I agree.
What
I
is
agree
the
or
fun
disagree.
level going to be like on a scale of 1 to 10 when everybody's back in school? Like this year.
Wait,
Like,
what is the what level?
the fun level, 1 through 10.
Oh, so it's not going to be a 10 because I think like when I think of like days at school where it was like a 10 when it came to fun, I think of days where, like for advisory we were able to like go outside on like the grass and like a bunch
Also
of people
made
like playing
play day.
sports and like wrestling
How
and
about-
stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't
Made
even
when
like
play day
made
for
play day.
sure.
we had that one teacher made play day, those days were cool too. I think I didn't make it to one of them though. Or another time in PE where the teacher wasn't there and we had a substitute, and it was that day where it was the a bunch of like the boys versus the girls volleyball team. That was like a 10-day too. That was
That
amazing.
was
Day.
insane.
It was like one of
That
the
was
best days of
insane.
school.
What was cool is like
That
one
will be
good
remembered forever. We
period.
need to make like a short episode about that.
Yeah. One good period could make a whole day amazing if something really cool
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could.
You just be
like,
talking
dude,
about
remember that? It's like it was yesterday. Just talking about it is fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I don't even remember
Who's
what
you-
else I
yeah,
did
that
that day. I don't even remember anything else except for the fact that we
Yeah,
went flawless.
About Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah,
like,
I
who
don't
cares,
even
you know?
remember anything else.
It was just so cool. Probably because that day we all
feel
went
like
back to
human
our
beings-
classes and just told everybody about it. so that nothing else happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I don't like drama, but it was like, I don't know. I feel like that was more of like talking about an accomplishment than anything. Yeah, get off the court. You've been here for too long.
Yeah.
It's more salty than enough salt to kill a snail. It's like, oh man. It was funny. I don't know. I want to say it was annoying, but it wasn't annoying because it was so funny how
It
mad
was
they were.
extremely fun.
Yeah.
It was
Get
the
good,
whole experience was
scrub.
amazing. It felt great too because it's like,
Yeah.
well, if you want
yeah.
us to get off the court, then beat us. You're the school team. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. No, literally no excuse. No excuse. I mean, there is an excuse they could use, but of course they weren't going to use that excuse, and I think we all know what that was.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. No.
yeah, that they weren't
they were to
getting
do
their fair
that, it
share of
would just be
time,
like,
and they were being excluded from the
Yes,
activities.
yes.
No,
that was amazing. Yeah.
That was really fun. Volleyball, the best days in PE were when we got to play volleyball. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
And I didn't even like particularly like volleyball or anything, but it was just always really fun in PE.
Yeah.
Volleyball is
It's
awesome.
pretty simple. It's simple
Yeah.
and it's like anybody can have fun.
I feel like if we played tennis, it would
Yeah.
be just as cool. But not as
yeah,
cool.
I think maybe.
If we
I
had a
played
bunch of
tennis
courts.
a few times because my brother used to be on the tennis team at his school.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty fun. Ansel, have you been playing?
Dude, I've not played tennis in a long time.
Dude, when I go to my dad's house, I play every single day, once or twice a day. And I'm like getting good. You know how
Mhm.
the net is like at a certain level the whole way through? If I like really try and I'm going fast, I can hit it like a foot above the net or like an inch above the net sometimes. And I can hit them low and fast, and I'm able to like jump, spike serve it over the net. Oh, you know how I think last time we talked about tennis, I was saying my backhand is bad. Did I say that?
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
but
sure I
probably,
did.
Yeah.
Well, a while ago my backhand was bad, and I've just been playing so much that my backhand is good now. And my
See,
and my
that's the best way to learn. Just keep doing it.
my front hand or whatever it's called is good too. I'm having a really good time with tennis. We haven't played still, Ansel. I don't know if we ever will, but it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
You know what we could do is if I end up going back to school, we could just play tennis after school one day. Honestly,
Yeah, it's right
that would
there.
be the easiest.
I have tennis equipment at my house.
It's a fun sport.
Too.
If you have someone
Yeah,
to get
tennis is
into
cool.
it with and play it a lot, it's really fun.
Yeah, when you're good, it's fun.
Even when you're not good, I had
Yeah.
a great time with it. Like the month where I was terrible, and I was just telling you guys I was good.
Oh, really?
But
Feel betrayed, lied to, manipulated.
Wow.
I mean, I was good on the scale of like I could probably beat Ansel back then still, but you know I wasn't.
That's not saying
I'm
a
not
lot,
as
though.
good as now.
You know. I'm kidding.
Dang.
I don't play tennis on, so I'd probably be even worse.
Yeah, probably. It takes like a day
Yeah.
to get used to be okay, but okay. So, positives of going back to school. I think that's what topic we were on.
Yeah, just seeing
Oh,
everyone.
okay.
Oh, scale
Yeah,
of 1
I
to
think
10.
really just like.
Overall, how fun will it be, or how cool will it be? Whatever.
Oh yeah. So we were saying like what were like the best days. I don't think we're ever gonna have like 10 out of 10 days at all because all those days like involve like
Yeah.
some sort of like sharing of equipment, like social interaction, like wrestling, volleyball. Because I think Mr. Dang it, sorry,
It's fine.
Mr. said that guy. You know the guy, the dude. He said we can't do like play like sports games because they share equipment, and unless you like wash down, like you can't like wash down a football in like a football game, every
Oh,
time
that
someone touches
sucks.
it. Yeah, so I mean, obviously there can still be good days regardless of that, but I think at best it'll be like 8 out of 10 days. There's not going to be any like 9 or 10s.
I agree.
At best, it'll be 8. I think most of
Overall,
the time
yeah.
it'll be like maybe 6 or 7.
On the cool scale, I feel like it'll be like a 5 overall rest of the year.
Yeah, on like average
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that cool, but it'll probably be fun because, it's been like a year.
Yeah. It'll be fun to see everybody
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I would definitely enjoy it way more than this. what we're
I
doing
don't know
right
if
now,
I
or what
will.
we were doing 2 weeks ago.
Oh, actually, I'd take back my number one fear of beating down someone so brutally that was bullying me.
Yeah,
I
it's a
take
very
back that.
reasonable fear. Yeah,
It's my number one fear. I actually want my number one fear to be I will get extremely bored and not like it and want to play on my phone all day, and then I'll quit and go back to distance learning. That's
Yeah.
what my
wait,
fear
you
is.
want it to be? You want that
Yeah.
to be your biggest fear, or it is your biggest fear?
Well, I don't know if that outweighs the fear of the previous one. If someone picks on me and I beat them
You're
to
right.
death.
That one is a lot more likely to happen.
I know that one's
There's a
way
lot
more
of
likely.
instances I can see that happening. But man,
So
yeah. Speaking of like 10 days at school, like just awesome days. I remember the last day of PE in 8th grade. 8th, 7th, yeah. Me, I can say all the names. Me, Ansel, Cody, Brando, and then I guess one other person were all like, although they weren't participating. Ollie was there too, but Ollie, you weren't fighting. We were just like wrestling out on the
Eighth
soccer
grade.
field. Yeah, 8th grade. It was really fun. It was amazing. It was really hot outside, and I was wearing jeans and they were, like kind of uncomfortable, but it was super fun. Just like wrestling, just like fighting, like letting. I know it's kind of cringe, but
Yeah.
let boys be boys. You know,
Yeah.
not just like treating us like dysfunctional girls, having us sit down for 6 hours a day, just taking in information like we're a computer, just sitting there being docile, not speaking, not thinking creatively, just like letting us do what we want to do. Those days are the best days of school, in my
there should
opinion.
be
Yeah.
a wrestling unit or a wrestling club or something. That would be
Oh
awesome.
yeah, wrestling.
Yeah,
team.
my cousin.
Yeah, I would totally do that.
Yeah, my cousin was like a wrestling champion at his school because they had like a thing and they would fight other schools.
That's awesome. My cousin too.
Yeah.
My cousin up in Illinois, or a few of them, I think, like two of them, they were like
Mhm.
wrestling champs, and they were collaborating everybody. I think wrestling could be awesome. I saw it in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like the number one sport that you can't do in COVID.
Yeah,
Sucks.
in distance learning, there's like no way you could do that because 3 feet.
Honestly,
Also, but
Yeah.
yeah,
we should just play ping pong the whole time. That's what I think. Because ping pong, get some disinfectant alcohol wipes or something, or some Clorox wipes. And
just
then,
wear like a glove on your left hand.
yeah, fresh balls. And then one person plays, they play a whole game, and then you wipe off both the paddles, and then next people, whoever's playing next. It's
Yeah,
not that hard.
ping pong. Ping pong is cool. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the poor man's version of tennis. You know,
No, it's
still
the
pretty
rich
good.
man's, actually.
I guess you're true. Wait, ping pong.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of pickleball. Sorry,
Oh,
pickleball is the
pickleball
poor man's
sucks.
tennis.
yeah. Pickleball is a poor man's tennis.
But you know, it's still. I don't know. I still found pickleball pretty fun when we were doing it in school.
I thought
You
it was
know,
awesome.
ping pong. Yeah, ping pong is the rich man's tennis.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then
And
golf.
then the really, really rich man's
Indoors.
tennis is
golf.
like, I guess, golf, but it's not even remotely the
Yeah.
same thing.
It's war. The very, very rich man's tennis is war.
The very rich man tennis is war.
Yeah.
Dang.
Very high stakes.
I'm like actually thinking about it now. I'm kind of mad that I never got to experience a ping pong unit in school.
Are you?
Isn't that messed
yeah. I
up?
mean, they had the tables too.
We were promised ping pong
Yeah.
in 9th grade. And now look at us.
Oh, were we?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there was like this like
Were we?
global
Oh my
situation
God.
happening. So yeah.
But we
no,
were
that
promised
does
ping
suck.
pong in 8th grade. You know?
You know what else we were
We were
promised?
promised
Archery
Weren't we
and
promised
cool
archery
stuff.
this year?
Yeah.
We were promised.
I was so
Oh.
excited to do that.
What the hell?
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
A
Archery
Brando would
would've
have
been so
killed
tight.
someone, no doubt.
Oh yeah. He would have shot
Get-
himself.
Oh wait,
He would've shot
no,
himself.
Wait, has Subi ever been on the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember that too? You
Okay,
remember
so I can
that?
use his name. Remember,
remember
that one
that?
day
Yeah,
in
yeah,
7th
yeah, yeah.
grade? Yeah, we're
That was like
we're
the
out on like, the
first
baseball
day.
field,
That was like
like-
the first day.
the like bigger one that doesn't have any of the things, the dugouts. Sorry, it was like the first day we were like doing practice, and Brando was batting, and Subahan was like the ball boy or whatever they call it, who, like grabs the balls. Brando, swung, he hit it, and then Subahan went to go chase the ball, but Brando let go, and then the metal bat, started like going like a way blade, like in the air, and it flew. Subahan, like he didn't even see it because he was aiming away. He ducked down to grab the ball, and it went like this high above his head, and then it flew and like hit the ground, and a bunch of
Yeah.
dust went up in the air. And so, so he could have had a concussion or like permanent brain
Yeah.
damage.
That's
It
lucky.
was so close. It was so funny though.
It was crazy. Yeah, Brando, man, just
Do
a lot of
do you
people he's
remember-
almost killed.
Remember when we were wrestling, right? I think like the day
Yeah.
before that, Cody like took off both his shoes and one of his socks. And he was just running around the field with one sock on.
Yeah, because Brando had weed on him.
Yeah.
Brandon.
He was just
Brando,
running
Brando.
around the field with one sock.
Yeah, because he had weed on him, and we had to stop him. It was just
Yeah.
so strange looking. Yeah, man, I think the most good days happen in PE. That's why I like PE classes where it's like a lot of the boys in there. Those are the best ones. Like seventh
Yeah.
grade PE, all of the boys were in there.
Seventh,
Everyone.
all of us. were
I'm pretty
there.
sure
7th grade was the
Yeah.
best. That one was awesome.
Yeah.
that was
Eighth
the best
grade,
year
though.
for PE. I do
Yeah.
think 8th grade teacher lady I thought was cooler than 7th grade teacher lady, but I think the class and like the people in it, 7th grade was PE was better.
I don't.
Yeah,
even-
eighth grade. Yeah.
I think both PE teachers were exactly the same, but I don't know. I didn't connect with either of them.
I see.
I connect better with,
I understand. Also,
eighth grade, though.
hate to like interrupt, but like I have to go soon.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. We're almost at an
Okay.
hour anyways, so
Yeah, we
Okay.
could wrap it up when you leave.
7th grade PE was
All right.
stacked, yo. Like that was amazing.
It was all of us.
everyone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it was literally.
Oh, you gotta leave now.
Good day.
All right.
Didn't
Yeah,
we
alright,
even
see
have
ya.
like Gabriel? All right, see you, Sebastian. Oh,
Dude, we had like everyone.
we had Gabriel, Danilo. Dang, we had Danilo in our PE the year
Yeah.
before he left. Man, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, anything else you guys want to cover?
Oh no, I don't have anything really.
I could talk about something probably, but I mean that was a pretty good show. You want to just call it a show?
Yeah, we have Friday's episode.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Expect more episodes this week. This was episode 26, 25. Was it 26?
I think 26.
Okay, this was episode 26, Bro Connections Podcast. Thank you for watching.